counting down to first pitch at Rogers Center. It's the Rays and Blue Jays. Next. Tuesday night baseball on the show as you get a look there at Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the second of 4 to Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this AL East matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's take a look here at the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays, as their order will read like this. Drew Hutchison will be the guy called upon to slow down these bats, and I'd say his skipper would dearly love to get maybe 6 good innings out of him. Any less than that, and that bullpen could be in for some trouble. Behind him defensively, the Blue Jays take the field like so. Desmond Jennings will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight.
Center fielder number 8, Desmond Jennings.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. EK, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
And really, what they need is for one guy to step up and give them that spark. Whether it's your starter going out and giving you 6 or 7 shutout innings, or one big 2-out at-bat, one big defensive play, you need somebody to do something to put some life into that dugout.
Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there, as we're going to get another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that replay, and we're going to have to see what the word from the dugout is. Remember, the ruling on the field is safe.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. First offering on the way. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Now here's the pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Now the pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here it comes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Evan Longoria will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now a swing and a ground ball. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Tampa Bay nothing. Blue Jays due up next. Major League Baseball is on the show. And defensively, the Rays will look like this behind him. Right back to work as the shortstop, Jose Reyes, digs in to lead off the bottom of inning number one.
The shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Now a swing and a high pop out that looks to be headed beyond the pitcher's mound. Franklin is there to make the catch, and it's a one-pitch out to start the home first. Nori Aoki will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Hit hard to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Yeah, a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Here's the first offering. Jose Bautista is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip, too. They've won just one of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The second for one. Turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning.
Leading off for Tampa Bay.
First pitch coming.
Designated hitter,
Juan Francisco is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
The 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. John Jaso will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Now the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here comes a 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Right there is Reyes. Throw gets him 2 down. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Pitch on the way. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Encarnacion got it, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Josh Donaldson will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Edwin Encarnacion will be the batter. First pitch coming. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. Tony Gwynn Jr. will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Now here's the first pitch. And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And they're not going to have a play on him as the catcher just eats it.
Let's check this out again. This is in show motion, and you'll see how he shows bunt late. He's got his head right on the baseball, watching it all the way onto the barrel of the bat. That's as good a form as you're going to see.
Into the box, Danny Valencia. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. To Cabrera for one. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And that'll compound matters even further. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Jason Kipnis will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. David DeJesus will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the Tampa Bay third. Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here comes the 2-1. Out in front of it as this is pulled down the line to first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. The out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Nick Franklin will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Right back with another fastball. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Josh Thole makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Josh Thole.
Here's the first offering. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The pitch. Grounded foul off to the right side. Now here's the pitch. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And Jaso's throw will be in time, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play, and they're going to take care of him at first.
Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground towards short. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Nori Aoki will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And here's the first pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. They're able to knock it down, but they weren't going to have a play after that. That should go down as an infield single.
Jose Bautista will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
He's ready now. The pitch. Runner goes for second. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Matt Vasgersian, Eric Karros, Steve Lyons as Desmond Jennings settles in to kick things off for Tampa Bay. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And the pitch. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Here's another 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And as we'd expect, not a huge differential here. In fact, no differential at all, with both guys clocking in at 92 as their top fastball. James Loney comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Josh Donaldson will dig in now, named the starter at third base for last season's American League All-Star squad. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Now another 0-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he's retired, one away.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Edwin Encarnacion now. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Here it comes. Now the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The next 0-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's another 0-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Another 0-2 home. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. Kiermaier is underneath this one, and there's the second out of the inning. Tony Gwynn Jr. will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Tony Gwynn Jr.
First pitch to him. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they're up 1-0. Juan Francisco will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Juan Francisco.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And that's off his leg on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. No runs, just one hit, one error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
This play right here is all about getting a great read and a good angle on the ball when it's hit. Great jump, runs it down, and that saves extra bases.
Into the box now, David DeJesus, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. He's set, now the pitch. And this pitch is swung on by DeJesus and hit on the ground to second. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Jays are out in front, 1-0.
Leading off
Danny Valencia will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the first pitch to him. Cabrera there for this one. It's short. Throws in time, and that's out number one. So the base is empty here with one away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. But he's been loving those first pitch outs. That's for sure.
Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And Loney will take this one to the bag himself for the out. Josh Thole will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First pitch on the way. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. The pitch. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. The 0-2 once more. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes and 2 out. And he misses and likely will get an earful here as that retires the side. Asdrubal Cabrera will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And now a pitch on the way. This ball's grounded foul. Another 0-2 coming. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. The next 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
First offering on the way. Nick Franklin is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Fouled straight back. One and 1 home to Franklin. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Now a ball lined towards center field, and he'll have himself a base hit.
Come on, go nice and easy.
Desmond Jennings will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He's ready. Now the pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Reyes on the first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jose Reyes will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that is going to get on through, so Reyes is aboard on a leadoff hit. So with the leadoff man at first, time to jump back a half century or so as we call on today's version of This Date in Baseball History. Nori Aoki will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First pitch coming. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike. Like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Comes set. Now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that gets down in front of Jennings, a base hit.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this one-run lead.
Jose Bautista stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Back to first, and they'll take care of Bautista as well. It's a double play.
Boy, you know, you get the top 2 guys in your lineup on base, and now you're setting yourself up for the big boys to come in and do some damage, and then this happens. Now you need your cleanup hitter to pick you up and at least get that runner home from third, now with 2 outs.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. From the belt, the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. He's set, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to the first baseman, Loney, and the side is retired. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. James Loney will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Ready now on 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And Loney can't come up with it here as he swings and misses to record the first out. Evan Longoria will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Now here's the pitch. Fouled back. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Here's another 0-2. And a swing and a miss there by Longoria as he can't connect, and that's a big second out now.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Juan Francisco is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Edwin Encarnacion will dig in now. A single and a flyout for him in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first offering. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Well, you figure it's only a matter of time till this guy gets going. That's his first home run here on the season, and you can bet it ain't going to be his last.
Stepping in now, Tony Gwynn Jr.
Tony Gwynn Jr.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. No outs, nobody on. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
On the ground towards second. And he'll throw him out from short right field. Nicely done for the first out. Danny Valencia will dig in with 1 in and 1 away.
Danny Valencia.
First pitch coming. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Kiermaier is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Now the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Jays get a run on the Encarnacion home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 2-0 Blue Jays. John Jaso will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here's the pitch. Too high. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Kevin Kiermaier will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. First pitch coming. And that's in there for strike 1.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
David DeJesus will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. And this is past him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball. Alexi Casilla will come on now and pinch run here as Dribble Cabrera will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Aoki is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Rene Rivera will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 44, Rene Rivera.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Now a swing and a ball pop. High in the air over toward foul ground. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brad Boxberger is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth. Logan Forsythe will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Playing second base, number 11, Logan Forsythe.
Steven Souza is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right. Josh Thole will dig in. Missed a bunt attempt for strike three his last time.
Catcher, Josh Thole.
On the ground is short. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out. Jose Reyes will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And this will be fouled away. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. This is offered at in the dirt for strike three. Just needs to make that easy throw to first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now. Nori Aoki will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Now the first pitch. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Desmond Jennings will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Brett Cecil is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Brett Cecil.
Desmond Jennings will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Pitch on the way. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Now another 1-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
James Loney will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball on to first as Loney is set down here. 2 away now.
Yeah, 2 ground ball outs right here to start the ninth. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up the save.
Here's the first offering. Evan Longoria is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And he gets a piece here as this ball's fouled away. And now a crowd right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Blue Jays come out on top 2-0. Good night from Toronto.
4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base.